Hey everybody, welcome to Studio C, the listening room. I am Andy Schiller.
I'm Mike Snyder-Barker.
And together we have today Kai and Mikah from The Blank. Round of applause.
Yay!
All right.
Today is in front of a live audience, which you can't see.
And this is episode number
I
36?
I think
37.
probably 36 to 37.
Yeah, we're getting right up there. So we've almost done, by the end of this year, we're going to have 52 episodes. So we're calling that season 1. And then, hey, with your support, we'll be able to do season 2.
Yeah, we're already booked up until about January, maybe early February. We've got a few holes in there.
Yeah.
Between us, we know just so many musicians.
Yeah.
And rare. It's very rare that somebody will... Well, no, you didn't call up. Andy invited you. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But, eventually, a past podcast I did, people would actually call our friends and say, hey, why don't you have us on? And we'd say, okay.
No, this is awesome. You guys have curated an awesome space.
Yeah, this is sweet.
Thanks for being here. So let's start with Mikah. So tell me about your songwriting process, and I'll just go ahead and start the episode with the question of the day, which is, do you write the lyrics first or do you write the chords first?
Chords, always.
Chords always,
first.
okay.
It usually, the lyrics don't come until studio time. We're there, it's crunch time, we're recording, and now it's vocals. And then I have
Now
to
write the
kind of
words.
contradict myself in every line and make it ambiguous and, Yeah, but always lyrics last.
So it's a collaboration then, that you write the chords? Do you play an instrument as well?
I mean, I know how, but I don't.
Okay,
for
so
this.
you're the singer.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
And so do you write the lyrics too, or is it collaboration?
He does all the songwriting, and I just write lyrics on top.
That's
of
what
it.
I'm asking. the
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. You do all the arrangements, all the chords, all the craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get through the rough stuff first, and then we polish it up as we get closer and closer.
Right. Do you have any recordings?
Yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay. So
and
nothing
others.
physical like we have in the Wall of Fame.
Yeah,
Not
this is
yet.
our Wall of Fame, everyone. So that's
Oh, that's awesome.
a
That's
collection
sweet.
of the discs from the different people that we've had on the show.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
coming. We have vinyl and CDs coming.
Okay.
But at this exact moment, no, not currently.
Okay.
Do you think cassettes will make a comeback, or am I just kind of
Yes.
too gray-haired and old?
Yes.
To,
I like to think so.
Cassettes
great
are
am I
awesome.
just feeling nostalgic,
I
or
got 'em
will they come back?
I think cassettes are on their way up. Because CDs and vinyl especially have made a major resurgence. So I think it's time for that. 8 tracks, we can leave those where they were.
Okay, 8 tracks. Yeah,
We
you
can
can't
leave those
fast
where they
forward.
were.
Remember the digital audio tapes that were
Dat
in vogue
tapes.
for about 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
They
I
didn't
don't
fly
think
very
so.
well.
Yeah, I don't
No.
know. nothing
CDs
about
fly
that.
a whole lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Vinyl, even better yet.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's like frisbee.
Yeah.
Dat tapes.
Or skeet shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bad problem with vinyl. Oh, all of my money goes towards records. All of it.
Well, I know a decent addictions counselor.
Good.
Yeah.
I need
Sitting
that
right here.
number.
Yeah, can we get that after we're done?
I remember one of the first bands I was ever in, we recorded at the studio, and what it was super VHS tapes, 3 of them. Those are called ADAT machines, and you have to plug a cord and another cord so that all 3 machines could play the tape back at the same
Interesting.
speed, and each tape had 8 tracks. So you'd press play and you'd hear the first 8 tracks, and the other machines would go. Then you'd hear the next 8 tracks, and then the other machine would go. Then you'd hear all 24 tracks.
Interesting.
So
So did you have to
that's
record it live, everybody at once, no mess ups?
Well, no, because you could always punch in, but it was like a little calculator screen, and you were like, punch in now.
Interesting.
Oh, he missed it. Darn, that means you erased what was there, so
Yeah.
you should
Interesting.
have nailed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to record on tape really badly. I think that's what our next record's gonna be.
Okay.
is on tape.
Reel to reel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
wait.
have some early memories in the 90s of having done some recordings with a band I was in on reel to reel. And it was interesting. I didn't know anything about the engineering process. I just sat in there. I wrote a lot of the lyrics. I did a decent amount of the singing. and play drums, and then I was done. The other guys did the engineering.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We've had the great pleasure of, when we recorded our first record, we worked with this guy named Marty Gray, who ended up becoming a member in the group. And so
Yeah.
we met him as an engineer, worked with him as an engineer, all the way up until we became that, or realized that he was becoming like one of our best friends.
Very
And we were like,
cool.
hey, you just want to play with us? And he's like, yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
What does he play?
Guitar. Well, he plays everything basically.
But
Yeah.
with you guys?
He's our rhythm guitar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, his name is Marty Gray,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you must have a drummer. Everybody has to have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Josh Terwilliger.
Josh Terwilliger.
Yeah.
And anybody else? Keyboards?
No
No,
keyboards,
no
but we do
keyboard.
have a bassist
Mm-hmm.
named Matthew Waterhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout
out to these guys.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
So we're back after the break, and we were just having an interesting conversation about our third eyes not being completely awake. And that was a lot of fun. Maybe we did a little meditation in the middle there, for like half a second or so, and
Yeah.
it really helped manage the stress.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel much more grounded
Ah, good.
Mhm.
in my
Good.
current standing.
Fantastic.
All right, so now it's time in the show for what was last week's trivia question. So,
I
Michael,
have
do you
no-
remember?
I have no clue.
Okay, last week's trivia question was, what was the only or first #1 hit song on the Billboard charts that had vocals only, no instruments?
Oh, is that Bobby McFerrin?
And the answer is doot 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 doot. Bobby McFerrin with the song "Don't Worry, Be
Worry.
Happy,"
Yeah.
which has only the voice, no musical instruments. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Yeah, and his voice was his instrument.
Did they do any other tracking, or was it solely just vocals?
It was solely
One vocal
vocals.
track?
The whole thing
Well,
was
but
just
multiple
overdubs.
tracks of
Yeah.
him doing the bass with his mouth,
Interesting.
Okay.
guitar.
Little, maybe not so much beatboxing, but some
kind
just
of like acapella
sounds for
Yeah.
ish.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
but there were
awesome.
multiple voices, so multiple overdubs.
Yeah.
It was very unique when in the late '80s, early '90s when it came
Mhm.
out,
Interesting.
which way before you guys were born.
Yeah. Yeah. There's this guy actually, a modern singer, who does that solely, but he does cover songs. I forget
Oh.
what his name is, but he does really, like, he did Black Hole
Interesting.
Sun and
Hmm.
Where's My Mind by the Pixies.
Yeah.
I think
Just
so.
great.
Did they ever find it?
I don't think so.
No.
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 I actually saw them
Lost
in
Mind.
July, and they still didn't know where it was.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe it's in a box in the back,
Maybe.
storage.
Might be in a Hershey.
But yeah, that's a good trivia question. I didn't remember it, but I remembered the answer.
There you go.
I have a lot of answers, and no, I have a lot of questions. Never mind. How do you spin that?
The only things I know are what I don't know.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too much to know. So, your style of music. Can you talk about that a little bit? How did you develop your style? Do you feel as if there is a specific style? Because I can never pinpoint what mine is.
It's honestly kind of hard to fully pinpoint ours too, because it just goes through different phases, and there's a lot of different influences within the
Mhm.
band. Like my biggest influences are Randy Rhoads and Van Halen.
Mhm.
Where it's like guitar gods.
Yeah.
And then our drummer Josh, he's much more on the pop punk side of things,
For example.
like Blink 182.
Okay. Green Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those kinds of guys. And our bassist is big into Tool and like prog metal,
Mm-hmm. So math rock.
kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
very polyrhythmic and
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
and then Mikah is like as punk as you can get, and
Yeah.
and Marty's kind of everywhere and anywhere. He just exists within the musical realm.
He plays to the music, not to his ego.
Marty? Yeah.
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's very malleable when it comes to what it is that he's listening to and what it is that he's feeling.
Definitely.
And it really gets expressed because he has his own solo project as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just
What does he call it?
It's just his name.
Marty Gray
Marty
Project.
Gray.
That is a really creative name.
Marty Gray.
Yeah, yeah. How did he come up with that?
That
It's
is
his name. His parents came up with it.
Oh, I
They're
see.
the creative
Okay.
visionaries.
Boy,
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah.
No, he
They saw the vision way early.
I see.
he has like one of the greatest voices I've ever heard.
Oh.
Genuinely, he went to 4 years of college at the University of Michigan for vocal studies,
Nice.
and he's just absolutely incredible.
His-
Does like a shoegaze-ish kind of like My Bloody Valentine or Souvlaki, slow dive kind of thing. But yeah, it's really great stuff. And we actually play with him for that second project as well.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not checking my phone. I'm an old man. I'm adjusting my hearing aids.
Oh yeah, you're good. No, I talk really quiet.
You do. That's why I want to hear you.
I'm sorry.
So let's go into, how did you start music? Like, what was the first spark? Was it when you were a little kid, or what happened that made you want to pursue music?
Oh yeah, when I was young, I was about 3.5 to 4, as my dad says, and I would steal his Blizzard of Oz CD in the middle of the night, because he didn't want me listening to it.
Really?
Yeah, as a little kid, I don't know.
Mr. Crowley,
I know, I wanted to,
Suicide Solution.
right?
Yeah.
And
I saw them that tour,
did
the
you?
Blizzard of Oz tour.
No way. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, well, I'm a little older than you guys.
Randy
Just
was
a couple
alive?
of years. Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
Randy.
That's awesome.
My dad saw them on the Bark of the Moon tour.
Okay.
But that's for me it was like Crazy Train was the song that
Yeah.
like really latched onto me as a kid,
Yeah.
and I knew from then that I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And then that Christmas he bought me a guitar and I started lessons.
Very nice. What's your typical guitar,
I
or your
play,
common, your workhorse?
yeah, I play a Charvel DK24.
Okay.
That I modified slightly. When I say modified, I just took things out. I took away the neck pickup and the 5-way switch, and I'm getting ready to delete the tone knob because I don't use it.
And does it have 6 strings?
It does, yeah.
Okay. And take away the tone knob. So I did that on one of my Strats also,
Yeah.
because the 2 tone knob thing. So I just had
Mhm.
the guy wire both wires to one knob, and he took out the other tone knob. 2 tone knobs is redundant.
It is.
Yeah. I kind of started differently. I mainly just listened to a lot of music. Didn't really have a drive for it, but I wrote a lot of poetry.
Mhm.
I love poetry and I love writing. And I think I just more so experienced things opposed to taking the time to practice my instrument. I just kind of, and I don't mean to sound posh when I say it, but like I experienced a lot. And that's kind of driven my creative aptitude when it comes to what it is that I'm writing and how I'm feeling about a certain thing, and being more openly artistic when I see things that are maybe outside of my comfort zone, or not exactly what I would expect. I'm just able to kind of mold it into myself. But no, I would listen to, I remember my mom, she used to listen to the Beastie Boys a lot. And I really liked the Beastie Boys. But then right after she played the Beastie Boys, it'd be like Angel of Death by Slayer coming on. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And then it'd be the Smashing Pumpkins and Manson and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But no, it's just this revolving door of influence. And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What's the biggest show you've ever played?
We play a lot of basement shows because that's where it seems to be music is really thriving.
Hey, when I was in college, I played in a laundromat all the time.
Yeah, we played in
At
the
midnight.
laundromat. Yeah, there's this place called Dirty Dungarees in Ohio. It's a third bar, a third venue, and a third laundromat. And we absolutely blew the doors off, and it was great.
It was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're just going nuts, and some dude over there is just like trying to separate his colors and whites.
No,
Shaking
but
out his underwear.
yeah, we've played some pretty substantially sized basement shows with probably 400 or 500 people just crammed in, like people coming out of the door, like down the stairs, and
Elbow to elbow
Yeah.
to elbow.
those are like my favorite where I
Well,
would
yeah.
Oh
prefer
yeah,
to play.
they're so fun.
There's a lot of reciprocal energy.
It's
They
very
feel great, you
intimate.
feed them.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I think it's more experience based than it is music based. People
Yeah.
could care less about the music and they just want to have fun, which I think is what really, really matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you can help generate that fun,
Yeah.
it feels amazing.
Certainly.
Oh yeah.
We've like sold out the Blind Pig,
Mhm.
and then we've played shows like the Token Lounge, and so I mean we've played like definitely very respectable venues, but
I'm glad the Blind Pig is still around. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a time a few years ago when I think it was for sale, and I was like, oh no, it's going to be luxury apartments or something stupid.
yeah,
But, you know, the Blind Pig is still there, so that's good.
that's my dream
Yeah.
venue. When I was a kid, that was my dream venue. I heard the story of the Stooges driving into it, which is another great influence.
And my brother-in-law saw Nirvana in 1991 or something.
Yep, 1989. That was my.
89, okay.
That was so. Kurt Cobain is my biggest influence
Mhm.
when it comes to my music ability and writing. And I saw that was like his favorite venue when I was just a kid, and I was like, "Yep, that's it. That's what I want to play."
When I was 19, I used to follow a band. They were called the Restroom Poets, you know. Shout out to those guys, Ben
Local-
Lorenz and such.
local Adrian
Yeah,
group.
I know them.
Oh,
But I used to get in the back of Ben's van and drive up to the Blind Pig, and I was only 19, so I couldn't get in the bar. And he would be like, here, take this bass drum. And we would walk in through the alley and go in the back door, and I would just walk in and, hey, get to see the show. But I
Yeah.
didn't even have to pay.
Yeah, that's what I do for my little sister, because
Mhm.
she does makeup, and so I'll just
Mhm.
give her like a bass guitar or like his guitar, and she'll just boop 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 boop.
I did get kicked out a few times in the middle of the winter in nothing but a t-shirt. It was like minus 30. And had to wait for the show to be over outside on the sidewalk until Ben could give me a ride home. But those were the good old days.
Yeah, yeah.
Good memories, though. Really
Oh.
good memories.
Yeah. No, I think being a steward of the music and just really allowing it to be bigger than yourself is really cool. And being able to see like Creatures of the Night come out and see people who look similarly to how I do,
Mhm.
and it
You
is
don't
really
get that
cool.
much in Tecumseh.
No.
No.
No, we don't.
No. No, but like Kalamazoo has a really
Mm.
booming scene when it comes to like just the strange subcultures that you don't usually see. So it's really cool to get to witness a forthcoming of a bunch of people.
I'm glad that younger people are. I'm 50, okay, so I'm glad that younger people are out there playing music and doing concerts. So
Yeah.
and learning to play instruments and writing songs.
There's
Yeah.
a decent scene in Ypsilanti, too, for young folk.
Yes, there
Yes, there
is.
is.
Yeah.
What's that one place?
Ziggy's?
Ziggy's.
Yeah,
Ziggy's,
we
yeah.
we just played there not long ago.
I
Yeah.
played at Ziggy's last month, and probably no one showed up. There was like only 2 or 3 people. Seth came, Mylan Seth came, but
Yeah.
there was only 2 or 3 people, and I was like, oh, darn it. I
Yeah.
played on, I think, a Tuesday night.
Yep, there you
Yep.
go. We, so like one of our biggest shows that we played was a basement show on a Friday.
Mhm.
And then that Saturday we went and played the Token Lounge, or not the Token Lounge, New Dodge Lounge and Hamtramck. So we went from this like really grandiose, just completely packed out show to nobody came, not a single person. We just played
Well,
for the bartender.
And we didn't know it. It was the Lions playoffs.
Oh.
And that's what did it, so
It was
it
still
was-
fun.
it was fun. It was practice on a stage.
Yeah.
Well,
you
that's
know.
how I look at that.
It was
yeah,
great.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still. That's one thing that I like to always do is like, even if 2 people show up, I'm still gonna play the show that I should.
Or even the staff at the
Yeah.
at the venue.
Yeah,
certainly.
So
always
you
put on
guys
a good
are,
show.
you're playing real shows like with speakers? I mean, you're not using in-ear monitors
No
or,
way.
no, like
No.
there's really sound.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
really sound.
anti-digital. I'm anti.
You're not playing, do you play along with backing tracks?
No. No way.
No, we try to.
Sounds like you're pretty purist.
we try to.
Elitist,
I like that.
in fact.
Yeah.
If I see somebody with in-ears, I immediately... No, I'm joking.
I'm
No.
trying to sell mine.
I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Yeah, really, I couldn't get any band that I played in to use them.
Got it.
So why
Yeah,
keep them?
I played in a band where, you know, we used in-ear monitors to hear each other, but there wasn't like a backing track to play along with or anything. But
Yeah.
That's where I think it's nice because sometimes it is hard. I know it's hard for our drummer to hear us
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, even if our amps are set behind him, it's still
I get it.
yeah.
Having been a drummer for decades,
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
understand.
have to have the monitor right by me.
Yeah.
You know, I've got this little spot monitor that works really fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. I understand if like the musicians or if other bands need to use it as well. I totally get it. But for myself, I think that it is only right of me to do it completely naturally.
Gotta be true to self.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
agree. So, you know, I respect Polyphia, and they sound great, and they're an amazing band. and
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up to those guys. But, you know, they play along with the track that's
Yeah.
in their ear, and that's okay. It's not for me. I mean, I don't have songs where I do that, but
Totally.
they sound pretty cool.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
I saw
Yeah.
some of the members of King Crimson. It wasn't King Crimson official.
Yeah.
It was just Adrian Ballou and Tony Levin and some Gavin Harrison on drums. But during this awesome song, Thela Hunjenji, he kind of spoke very fast in the recording, this one piece, and I saw him back in the 80s do it really well. But he just used a recording, and I was so incredibly disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to hear him say those words and sing those words, and that was, man. I don't know if you know who King Crimson.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
one of my two favorite bands.
I love King Crimson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Any incarnation.
I agree. Yeah.
Um,
I agree.
What's your favorite record?
Court of the Crimson King.
Very first one.
Yeah,
How
love
about
it.
yourself?
For those guys, I'm not too. I don't
Uh,
know too much, but I know of them.
Check out the recording Red.
Got it.
It's just Red.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And it's really heavy and it's really amazing.
'Cause that's off their third album.
No, it's probably about their fifth or sixth.
Okay.
John Wetton was the vocalist at the time,
Got
not Greg
it.
Lake.
Got it.
I know Crimson trivia.
Huge. No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I think that if the music needs to be facilitated by in-ear monitors or backing tracks, and if to get your point across and get
Yeah.
what you're saying across, then cool, do it.
Yeah.
But I think that there's something so beautiful in doing things ancillary to the record, and you know, maybe singing off key or missing a bar of lyrics, or you know, there's something so pure in that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I'm always changing things.
I think trying to sound like the record is like an insurpassable feat, and if you can, that's cool, and if that's what you want to do, then that's
Well-
cool as well. But
But if they want to hear the record, they could buy the record.
I agree.
Right.
I think you can't buy like the experience that comes with playing a live show and
No.
like the true meat of it all.
You know, I'm really curious to hear you guys play a song.
Yeah, but first you got to tell us about that guitar.
No, this is mine. This is
That
theirs.
guitar.
Oh, about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My dad bought it for himself when I was a kid, and you know he still continues to mess around with it, but I will sometimes just take it and use it for myself. I always wanted it, so I always told him, you know, whenever you're ready to just give it away, I'm ready to take it on.
So that's your first guitar?
No, this is
This is Dad's
no.
guitar.
My first guitar is sitting in my parents' basement. Yeah, it's so it's all koa wood, essentially. Well, no, the neck, I'm sorry, is mahogany, but koa backsides and top.
And the pickup looks pretty robust. The graphic EQ and such.
Oh yeah. I don't really play it through an amp very much, just because feedback is a
Yeah.
thing.
Well, you can pull down some of the EQ to reduce the feedback.
I tried.
Oh,
I think I've just got to sink it and get a noise gate pedal.
sure.
The sound hole cover makes a big difference. You know?
Oh, I didn't even think about
The
that.
little hubcap thing you put over the sound hole. that'll
Yeah.
help. But I noticed you have a metal pick. What's going on with your pick there?
I do. I started using metal picks last year. Yeah, just about last year. And I prefer the attack on them. And it makes it so I actually don't have to hit the strings so hard
Sure.
to get the sound out of it that I want. And it sounds fine on an acoustic, but with the electric and the aggressiveness that I like to go for, it really makes a difference there.
Sure.
Did you make that pick or?
I didn't. I just bought it. you know, you can just like buy a 5-pack of them. But what I do is I put electrical tape on it.
Put
and
a grip on
Yeah,
it.
and then I scratched up with a razor blade.
And then that's your thumb side.
That's my thumb side. And I actually, so on my,
So if you get it backwards, it feels weird.
it feels weird. But on my main guitar, I
Okay.
did the Eddie Van Halen trick with the rolled duct tape right on the horn there. And I found if I actually blast the tape with a flame and then I stick the pick on there immediately, it gives it a little stick, so it'll stick to my
Interesting.
thumb,
Yeah.
and then I don't have to worry about it going loose
Sure.
so bad.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
cool.
And it's a takamine.
It's a Takamine, yeah, and it's one of the ones that was actually made in Japan,
Hmm.
so it's pretty good. It sounds nice. I just recently stole it from him and did a setup on it, so
Hmm.
got it
So
all.
it's
Can I
Well,
play it for a second?
Yeah, totally. It's
Will I?
it's in drop C sharp.
I won't. Okay, drop C sharp. Awesome.
Yeah.
Can I see your pick?
Totally.
Wow. I like it. Neat.
So I backed up so,
Wow.
so that you can have a little more space to.
Oh,
Stretch
totally.
out.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome. So
Still wanna hear a
now,
song.
what song are you going to play?
Well,
This one is called Growing Pains. It's off of our first record called Piggyback. It's on all streaming platforms as well.
We'll put the link below so you can just click on it and listen for yourself.
Yeah.
Growing Pains.
growing pains.
If you need a little more space.
Oh, I should be A-okay. Thank you.
Sure.
I do sing really quietly, so you might have to. But to take on me, where's your soul? I'm placed down here, too doomed to know, but run with me tomorrow, Wednesday. Don't leave me right now. I'm broken and bleeding. What a fright now. Where can we be? Lost and alone in a sea, a city of leaves, ice and stars. To my diaries and pretty things, to my drearies. Wednesday, where have those days gone? Longing for rain when all above is sun. Wednesday, warmth of a gun, now gun, now gun, now gun. Blown to the tip of a candy high. Where's our ode to the virgin suicides? Stop my tongue from where it wants to go, but it talks of you as if it really knows how you kiss and why you did it too. 21st century witch, I can't get over you. Eye of an apple, just as they described. She's a jack-o'-lantern, I think she'll run and hide. A jackal came and took everything. The creature in the middle of me. So I'll be afraid for now. Attached to me, wrist to wrist, your hymns in threes, and sound tasteless, so speak with me. Harmony forgets of what we sing, and the belly's just right. rabbits' tails and all the small things. Monkeys' paws forever lasting. I dreamt of you in ever youth, but Rosie's caught in ash-filled plume and posies cry. A color-filled doom will wash the walls of hues I never knew. Wednesday, where half those days gone, longing for rain when all above is sun. Wednesday, warmth of a gun, now gun, now gun, now gun. Gun pow! Dancing for caterpillars, and they let me hide behind smoking mirrors at the side of button eyes. He's her badge of honor that she wears with pride, while she's hoping that hearts were always meant to cry. Haste relates to those under the sun, kaleidoscope colorblind, and the ones I love, fat with promise to be disguised as lies. Take 2 peeks, please me and sympathize. A jackal came and took everything. The creature made the middle of me. So be afraid for now, now, now. I can't wait for another ride. All of my teen dreams are suicide. Stop this now, but I'll beg for more. I don't need just another. I can't wait for another ride. All of my teen dreams are suicide. Stop this now, but I'll beg for more. But I don't need. Thank you.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
Well, thank you.
I'm blown away.
Thank you.
That was amazing. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Of course, thank you for
Appreciate
indulging.
If it was American Bandstand, like Casey Kasem would be like, yeah, you could dance to it. But you know, here's what I think: like the way that you sing and is pure emotion, and I really like that.
Yeah.
That's what all the best singers and front men have.
Thank you.
So congratulations, you're nailing it. And then
Thank
I
you.
didn't hear you miss a single note on guitar, and what a beautiful part, you know,
Well, thank
with
you.
the harmonics, and then there was some picking in there that was really cool.
Lots of hybrid picking.
But it wasn't like so much over the top. Like it wasn't like a Nuno Betancourt going diddle 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 diddle. You know, it wasn't like listen to this, everybody. It was more like it fit the song. It made the song. So
Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. You know, Andy said it all. I don't know the technical stuff. I just thought it was really pretty.
Thank
And
you.
it sounds like it was very meaningful and very emotional.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of cue into the lyrics a lot. And you did a great job with constructing this song. You could feel the somewhat of the angst of growing up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. That is
Yeah.
100%. Thank you for noticing.
Welcome.
And thank you for analyzing it. Seriously,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
yeah, you know, the song kind of has just the right journey because you know a lot of singer songwriters they're gonna go intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, ending. Okay, and that's okay. But the way that you guys did it was like I could hear the ups and downs, and it kind of went somewhere. And then when you finally got to the last bit with the harmonics, I was waiting for it. You were like, doop 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 doop, boom, chorus, and that was a moment we were all. I mean, I could hear it coming. So that's
Thank
the
you.
kind of song that you want to write. Like, here comes the part I like. You
Yeah.
know?
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, we decided to put the bridge at the very end of the song, like the last thing. I don't know why we decided that, but we were like, oh, that part's way too cool. We
It was
gotta
like
put
a-
it in there.
It was like a last minute addition to the song,
Yeah.
kind of like, because we were just coming up on, you know, deciding how we wanted it to be. And
Is the song ever really done?
No.
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 You know, and even after you have a solid recording, and here's what the recording is, but yet there's more.
Always.
It's
Yeah.
funny because like, well, listening back to Piggyback, you know, I'll sit there and I'm just like, oh man, I do that so differently now.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially my solos. I like to change my solos
Of
a
course.
lot. Just because it
Well,
gets boring playing the same thing.
That's it.
And, you know, it's my song, so I can change it
Yeah.
however I feel.
You know, that's kind of how I started feeling about the drums. You know, I needed something more because
Yeah.
I'd fallen into a routine of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and it just got boring. So you know, you never stop learning, never.
No.
No, I've got a song too that I play the ending differently than the recording because the ending just sounded cooler.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you know the song
Which one?
"Born on the Wrong Side of the Tracks."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Kai, so you mentioned you like to change your solos.
Mhm.
Could you do it on acoustic? Could you play us a little bit of one of your solos, or is it impossible?
It's not so much impossible. It's just very tough. My hands are a little broken right now.
All right.
But I mean, I can noodle around on the acoustic.
Can you do some noodling?
Yeah, I can do a little.
Let me know if I'm in the way.
Oh no, I think you're fine. I guess like. So this is kind of just working around one of our songs, "Ice Cream." Just doing like
I like
somewhat.
the title.
Well, thank you. It's a very melancholic song.
I really like that it's not self-indulgent. That it's not, you know, you going out of, you know, the speedy guy. It kind of reminded me of something I hear Steve Howe play.
Well, thank you. That's actually a big compliment.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I could hear that in a Yes song.
I don't know, cause I do all like the speedy, shreddy stuff, of course.
Yeah.
I am, after all, just a young '80s influenced guitarist.
Right.
But one of the things that I was taught very early on was, sometimes saying less is saying more.
Yes.
So holding out those long notes, or, you know, I like to mess around a lot with half steps and
Yeah.
kind of the weird dissonance that you can get with those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hear that the silence between the notes is also music.
Definitely.
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know.
It, I don't know, it leaves room for the imagination and kind of the anticipation of
Yeah.
what's coming next.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and so I like to keep that very much a part of my playing. You know, like we have plenty of songs where I don't even have a solo, but I like to do flashy things
Sure.
in the verses and choruses.
Well, you keep people interested.
Oh yeah, but I do like to make sure it's not all just about me as a lead guitarist. I
Right.
gotta put that ego down.
So I have a question. So are all your songs in drop C?
Right now they are. Just
Okay.
for the main ease of, then I only have to bring 2 guitars, one my main one and then a spare one if I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
In case
I-
you break a string in the middle of a song.
Yep. And I would like to write a bit more in standard and maybe look into some other tunings as well. Just because I mean, there's so much fun to be had with all of them.
Tell us about your amp.
About my amp. My amp is interesting. It's a Dean Costello heavy metal something. I can't remember what the W stands for. But it's a metal based amp, so it has a built-in overdrive. But it's actually a prototype of a very limited commercial running amp. So it's actually interesting. he went to a music store out in Jackson, Rude Boys Music, and I was looking for an amp, and he calls me, and he's just like, hey, there's this really cool one, and he sent me a picture of it. I was like, ooh, I'll go try it. And they let me do like a loud demo after they closed up, and that was kind of it. So it's that, and then it's run through a Marshall cab, which also is weird because it's not a real Marshall. It's something that a guy put together with all of like the best Marshall parts, and then he wrapped it in a red leather.
Cool.
So that's
Oh man, that sounds so much more cool than, like, my first amp was wrapped in what looked like a life jacket. It had like the padding on the outside, and I always used to get razzed for that. Like, hey man, your amp's so plush. And I eventually had to take off all the stuff on the outside of the amp, and I just put black kind of leatherette over it because I was so embarrassed.
You know, I do like unique things, though. You know, it brings a little bit of a different flavor in conversation.
it does.
You know, so today, I imagine you probably wouldn't be embarrassed by something like that.
No, I think that
It'd
actually
be
sounds pretty
retro.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, and at this age, what do we have to be embarrassed about?
Yeah.
At any age, really. You know, we are just ourselves, and who else can we be?
I think in the modern era, it's impossible to like truly be like fully indulgent in embarrassment.
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah.
I mean I guess that's a stupid way to say it because
It's
obviously embarrassment is many different things, but for me it's just there's so much out there.
Yeah.
It's an ever consuming era, a genreless era. So it's like if I wear makeup and go and punch myself on stage or whatever, if I'm bleeding on stage, then people don't like it, they don't like it. I'm not going to feel embarrassed by it.
I'd advise against punching yourself on stage, though.
Yeah.
Just as a, professional.
Certainly.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. My mic's like completely
It's
smashed.
fully
out.
dented in.
I try to embrace the trailblazers before me, like the Iggy Pops and
Mm-hmm.
the Mansons and the people who really curated a physical show.
Yeah.
James Brown,
Yeah?
Mick Jagger, because there's something so beautiful about like a performer who's willing to just drop the vocals and nothing else matters besides what I'm doing at this moment.
Yeah.
I really like Obia for that reason. There's this Jamaican style of music that the people are basically overtaken by the sounds and they like turn into their ancestors, or at least that's what they equate it to. And so I try to embrace that, and I get to wear the music when I really take it all the way.
When you say
You are
wear,
the art.
what do you mean by wear the music?
Well, after a show, I'll be cut and bruised,
Mm.
and so I get to wear how the music makes me
I
feel.
see.
I get to. It's like a badge of honor for me.
Yeah.
That I overcame the show.
Sure.
I overcame the music of it all.
I do like showmen. You know, I wasn't a huge Kiss fan, but they sure knew how to throw a show,
Certainly.
and they had the musicianship to back it. You know,
Certainly.
I was a big Alice Cooper fan.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I've seen him twice. And
That's awesome.
I just saw him earlier this year.
did you?
Yeah.
But what a show, man!
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Alice Cooper show. It's not just a band playing
Yeah.
music.
That's kind of at least for me. I think that the music that I have been blessed to be able to play with,
Yeah.
and the musicians that I've been given in this span of time,
Mm-hmm.
is so beautiful that I think if I were to try to match that, it would just take away from the entire experience of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I were to allow them to be the beauty and allow myself to really just take hold of what it is that I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
that people would have a better experience and less of a time trying to conjure up what it is that I'm saying, because that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't matter.
It sounds like you are your music, and your music is you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
certainly.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. At the end of the day, even if I'm the worst vocalist of all time, or I know that I know.
I've heard
even,
some bad vocalists.
Well, I know for myself, even if I was horrible, I know that I at least am able to handle myself on stage
Yeah.
in a way that's not too much, but enough, and it's human and it's raw and it's digestible.
Yep.
And maybe it's not, and that's okay too.
You know, if you are having fun, you're sharing that with a crowd who are also likely to have fun
Yeah.
because they feel it through you.
Yeah. A lot of the people that come to our shows look roughly the same, wear makeup and, go, you know, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they're of the subculture. And it's cool to be able to see a grouping of people that are relatively the same, mentally they might have a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to see everybody just come as one
Yeah.
and feel like there's somebody to speak to
Right.
them and they can speak to me, and it's this
Right.
metaphysical beach ball that's just being passed back and
Right.
forth, and
Right.
it's really great to be able to share it with a generation of probably disenfranchised and people who don't have a lot to say for themselves.
I'm really enjoying getting to know you guys. I would
Thank you.
also like to find out if there are other similar young folks who are in the community who, you could send our way.
Yeah, there's a lot
Definitely.
of there's a lot of really great acts right now. I think that modern music, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'll explain why. I think that modern music is the best music that's being made right
Yeah.
now. Obviously, you can't replace Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath
You
or
cannot.
the Stooges, or you could name every band ever.
But they're all unique.
Exactly. And music today, obviously you have bands that are trying to be Led Zeppelin or be like Black Sabbath. But there's somebody in a bedroom by themselves who has nobody listening to them except for Robert Smith from The Cure.
Mhm.
And that's incredible. And he's making it because he wants to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing what he wants to play. And it's ever producing and ever creating, and
Yeah.
being able to really see that and to be a part of it is, I am totally indebted to the people who have allowed me the position that I've been able
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your question? Did you have a question, or did I
No,
just
it
spiel?
was basically more of a comment that I'd like to get to know more younger folks.
Yes.
Definitely.
In the community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we're listening. Like, we kind of started this show like, hey, there's a whole bunch of people in Michigan in the local music scene that are out there playing music, and not everybody goes and sees them, but
Yeah.
we might as well share all their music with the whole world. So here we are on
Yes.
YouTube,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we've had lots of guests from like small time to medium time to big time, and it's just, you could go anywhere in any town in southeastern Michigan and go see music right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's not just only country or
Or Western.
Western. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's something for everyone. Like, I did a gig last night at the Flying Otter Winery. Everybody, you should come check that out. I played the hammered dulcimer. Okay?
Nice.
Oh, that's
It's like
sweet.
Nice.
I want one
and
so
an acoustic
bad.
guitar. So
So
if you like
cool.
to sit around at the like an outdoor restaurant where they have a vineyard and they have wine and food, but there's also live music. But anyway, it's kind of a cool venue where it's very chill and relaxing, and
Yeah.
there's birds that come down, and you're like among the vines.
That's
and
awesome.
So
Yeah, Andy got his fairly inexpensive. Your
the dulcimer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, those are so cool.
Thanks to Oz Music in Ann Arbor, that's where I got it.
Huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely there's great bands out right now
Oh,
that are
Mhm.
really doing something very unique and special.
Good.
There's like an 80s hair metal band called Wanted,
Oh,
but
I
they're
love
they're
those
incredible.
bands.
Like, they are some of the best musicians. Then there's this other band from Dayton called Monkey's Paw. They're like
Mhm.
really
Mhm.
small, but they're doing something absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. It's just a two-piece, absolute.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, just send them our way. You've got
Yes,
Andy's
definitely.
I
information.
will. I
Yes.
will.
You know.
Yeah, and there's a great pop group called Moravian. I just want to, if anybody
Or
wants to check those guys out,
some
they're
of
like
our
our best
favorites,
friends.
yeah.
Look 'em up.
Yeah.
So speaking of shows, this show comes out a week from today. Tell us about your upcoming
Yeah.
shows. Where can people come see you?
Yeah, we're playing October 4th in Milwaukee, I think, so don't worry about that one. But we are doing a whole tour in October to November. I believe it
Nice.
starts October 24th and it goes all the way to November 15th. But it's going to be all around. And if there are any questions or inquiries about booking or anything like that, our Instagram page is filled with notifications and postings about where we're playing, what we're playing, who we're playing with, etc., etc., etc. But I think the most recent, we're taking a little bit of time off for writing, but I think the most recent is that Milwaukee show, and then we're playing.
Yes.
Where are we playing after that?
I
Ohio?
think that's when we go to Dayton. Yeah.
So nothing local for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have an Ann Arbor show booked quite yet.
But
Yeah, that would probably be, that and Jackson would be the closest, and Toledo would be the closest. to
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Definitely.
Jackson's kind of cool. They have like a small, tiny, itty bitty little scene going right now.
Mhm.
Ann Arbor's a little strange for like the
Yeah.
general scene. It's
Yeah.
it's such a melting pot that
It's-
it's like hard to really break
It's
through.
not like it was 40, 50 years ago.
No.
Oh, I
when
bet.
Iggy was just starting.
I bet. Did you
Yeah.
ever see him?
No.
Oh.
No, yeah, I did actually.
Oh my God.
At the Silver Dome, he opened for The Who. It was Iggy, Santana, and The Who.
Oh, that's
That's
a cool
insane.
show.
Yeah, it was.
That's
1982.
He grew up off Carpenter,
Yeah.
across from Home Depot at that trailer park.
Okay.
It's insane. I feel
It's
so
Ipsy.
humble driving past it. I'm just like,
I look forward to hearing, your recorded music, and maybe someday if when you play local, just let us know.
certainly.
Totally.
I'd love to show up.
I'd
Certainly.
love to see you guys in the crowd. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, certainly.
Although not in a room of 400 in a basement. That's
Yeah,
No,
that's a
we'll-
little
I'd
too
be a little
much.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, we'll let you know when we have a Blind Pig show coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never actually been there.
Really? That's a
kidding.
fun space.
I spent a lot of my younger years in college and starting a family, and starting a career. So music was kind of secondary. Well, it always is, but even more so back during those years.
Mhm.
Certainly.
And when my kid turned 19, that's when I started really getting out and getting around some other musicians.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little band, but we didn't do much.
No, that's awesome though. Being able to come back to it, I think that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest parts about keeping music alive is coming
Yeah.
back to it whenever you're ready.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you played at the Blind Pig, did you go upstairs to the green room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you write your name on the wall?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Actually no, I wrote the band's name. I didn't write my name.
Okay.
But it was it's too much.
So you felt something when you were there.
It's
It's
very
surreal.
energetic and it's very heavy up there. I loved it though. It was very humbling to be able to stand in that room.
I recorded a studio in Grand Blanc, and in both of the booths, there are all kinds of signatures, and to know that all those people many of which I know, have been in that booth is really pretty awesome too.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is really humbling. Or like being able to go. We went to that laundromat show. It's in Columbus, and we went a couple doors down to go and check out this other little venue. I forget what it's called, but we saw one of our friends' band's
Oh,
stickers, and you see them all the time. But like being
Yeah.
able to see it, and you're like, oh, we're kind of far away from home. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is really cool being able to see the forefathers and the people who've really been able to trailblaze.
Yeah.
In a time like today where it is really tough to tour. It is really hard to get out
And
there.
I think in a time like today, it's okay to play whatever music you feel like,
Yeah.
without
Definitely.
anybody looking at it as unlikable, because we have such a diverse population and a diverse population of taste that even old folks like me enjoy punk
Yeah. Yeah.
and heavy metal.
Certainly.
Well, and one of the things that I always thought is, it doesn't have to reach millions of people. If it even just reaches one person and they say that they are in love with our music, that's good. I can die happy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just made my whole year.
You feel that.
Yeah.
Cool. How about one more song?
Certainly.
Sure.
All right, so we're back, and we're going to do one more song. And what song are you going to play?
We're gonna do a couple sections from our song "Cat in the Crutch." which is a 9-minute song.
This part isn't.
This part isn't. No, we're gonna cut it down. But it's an interesting one. It goes through like 3 different phases where it starts out very energetic, and then it goes into a part that'll make you cry, and then it gets kind of angry at the very end.
Mhm.
So
I look forward to it, or whatever part you're going to play.
I think we'll just do A and B.
Such talent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful talent.
I wouldn't change anything. I
Thank
think
you.
you should keep it just like that.
Yeah, it is like that. That one's on
That
our
one is
record.
pretty much how
That
it
one's
is.
finished.
Don't change anything.
Never. No,
Yeah.
that one means a lot.
You know, I noticed like there's a little bit of some Deftones influence in there, but you know, Deftones doesn't write. Okay, they have some interesting lyrics. Not that I can really understand any of them, but when I listen to your songs, I can follow a story and I can understand the lyrics, and
Yeah.
Thank you.
it seems
you.
much more well thought out and poetic rather than just going far, far away, far,
Which means-
far away,
Yeah.
far.
Those are hard lyrics to write, though, that faraway lyrics.
I mean, I love that song, but you've written way more words about stuff, and I'm listening to them while you sing. So
About true human
Thank you.
emotion.
Thank
it's
you.
not just let's
Very
repeat.
relatable.
Thank
Let's
you.
repeat the same verse or same chorus or same line, or
Yeah, you don't do that very often.
there's not a lot of
Oh.
repeating because you have more to say, and so I noticed that.
Well, I appreciate it. I think when it services the song to really drive that, you know, far. You know, if it services it, then that's great. But if it's like a redundancy and just becomes something that's so placid within the song, then I think that there can definitely be something
I really appreciate your songwriting, because I used to write lyrics in prose because I didn't understand, the patterns.
Okay.
Now I'm kind of stuck in that verse, chorus, instrumental, chorus, verse, outro.
Yeah.
And I want to get back away from that again,
Yeah.
because I learned the patterns. Now it's time to break out of those patterns again and write more like I did, because I had no idea when I first started learning about Nashville numbers.
Okay.
I had no clue. Andy taught me, and I started writing all in the same key, which is good. But in my older stuff that I wrote didn't necessarily find the same key.
Totally.
It just was just what I felt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that song doesn't have a hook at
Yeah.
all.
No.
There's
I
no repeating section.
But man, you could feel it. And I love the dynamics of heavy, chill. And then I imagine it got heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's-
It like speeds up and then it has a solo section and a really like don't.
It's really fun live.
I bet.
'Cause, you get
The
like,
full effect.
yeah, because like the first section, people are like moshing, running into each other, and then like we'll roll off the volume and get into that second part, and I mean we've seen people crying, and it's like to be able to invoke that sort of emotion, the same
Yeah.
emotion that I'm feeling as I'm playing it,
Yeah.
you're feeling right now, it's so powerful.
It is powerful.
And being able to have that sort of dynamic switch, not just once but 3 times in one song, is
Yeah.
so cool.
It is very cool.
I liked the thing you did on the guitar with the hybrid picking and the little noodling in the second section there. That was cool. It reminded me
thank
of Ewan Dobson, or I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
But I like guys like Andy McKee and Trace Bundy and Khaki King, and they do all sort of hammer-ons and pull-offs and 2 hands on the fretboard. But the stuff you did was really cool there. Just a little sparkle of doodle doodle doo. That's all you need. You
Thank
don't
you.
need to play more than that. So you didn't overplay, but you put in just the right notes at the right time. So
I
I
appreciate
like that.
That's something that I very much try to keep myself humbled on. It's just Don't throw in too much, just
Yep.
a little bit to give it that extra flavor.
What the song calls for. Play it
Only
play
in
the
between
song.
the lines, yeah.
Exactly.
And again, you can find all your stuff on all the music sites.
Yes. Yep.
And
Yeah.
under Blink, B-L-I-N-K, Blink.
BLANK.
Blank, B-L-A-N-K. I knew I was going to screw that up.
It happens every time, so don't feel guilty.
Yeah, I don't.
No, don't, please.
I mean, what's the point of feeling guilty?
None.
Right, we're-
There is none.
This is all
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
Look us up, the Blink.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll put some links below, everybody, so check that out and check out the band on Spotify and wherever you listen to music, and we'll go from there. So thanks for being our guests.
Thank you for having
Really
us.
appreciate you,
us.
Kai and Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you
And
so
I
much.
was just going to say names, too, so I'd remember. Kai and Micah.
Yeah.
And this has been episode 37 of Studio C, The Listening Room, and I'm Andy Schiller,
I'm Mike Snyder-Barker.
and we'll see you all in the next episode.